Oh, what do we have here? It looks like someone too stubborn to accept that they're a doormat. Oh, I didn't mean that. I was only kidding. Partially. So, what brings you to my doorstep again? Oh, you call this your classroom? Come on now. You know you're not my equal, so why do you keep trying to be? Or is it just you want my attention? Well, who doesn't? To be honest with you, I think that you're getting a little bit on my good side. After last time's display, I think I got maybe a tad bit happier than I would have. You know, just appreciating the view. Someone giving up and trying to be, well, my own personal toy. That's an aspiration. One that I can't get enough of at that. So, why don't you tell me what's on your petty little mind today? Well, if you want to share, simple thoughts. Oh, no, I'm not calling you out on being dumb or something. I'm just saying you can't compare to my smarts. It's nothing personal, of course. It's just, I'm better than most people. Oh, did I say most? That's me being modest again. But let's put aside talking about me and talk about you for just a minute. Look at you. Come on. You know just as well as I do. Well, you can't really compare to godlike qualities like me, and, well, I have moments of, I'd almost say divine intervention. Oh, of course not. You're not hopeless. Just most of the time, It's, you have good and bad days. It's just, usually the good comes once, all of those bad days happen and I have to pick up the mess. But we'll have a use for you yet. You can be a good piece of bait. I'm sure somebody will come and then we can shake them down and, oh, I feel like history is repeating itself. Though, I have a better plan for today. Why don't you help me by studying under me? I always thought it would be a little bit fun to teach someone gratuitously inferior to myself. Oh, I mean, a little bit behind in their studies like you are. It's okay, I'm not judging, nor would I ever, because why would I? It's not your fault. You were probably born that way. Hey, at least you got looks. I mean, not as good as mine, but you're getting there. Maybe with a little bit of touch up here and a little bit of smarts, you could kind of be my protege. Just, like a follower that, for some reason I'm getting those vibes, when they really come to mind is that, that wingman vibe kind of feel of, you make me look more beautiful. I can't really understand it, but it's an uncanny trait. Thanks for that. I think I could get used to having you around that way. It helps build my self-esteem strangely, too. Not that I had any problems with that, as you no doubt. I'm pretty good with my self-view is so humble. I just think I need to be more bold, don't you? Sometimes I get carried away with modesty, and I just seem to forget how amazing I am, and look at me, again with the modesty. I'm telling you more about myself. I need to focus today on you. Why don't we go out for a nice night on the town, and you can pay for everything? Oh, it's not that I don't have the money, dear. No. It's that I just don't feel like it. Those days when it's just harder to reach into the pocket, pull out my wallet of massive amounts of money, pull out that golden card, and it's just so much effort. Effort I could be spent, well, teaching you something important, like the importance of money. You would have to invest it to get anything out of it, and I think I'm the best investment this side of, well, anywhere. Now, hear me out. I don't like giving you the truth if it hurts all the time. Just most of the time. It isn't that I want to bring you down. It's just, I gotta be real with you. I love certain aspects of you, like how malleable you are and how easily you are to manipulate, and how, well, just how amazingly dense you are. You know, I'm not here to berate you, belittle you, or any of that. I'm here to help you use your skills. That's what I was trying to say. Now, come on. Follow me. We've got a town to take by storm. And you've got, some bills to pay. But where are my manners? Someone as lovely as you? Maybe I could just help out a little by giving you some motivation. I mean, it'd be a shame to see that sad little face of yours scrunch up and, well, not look so pretty, so fancy, so pure, and so fun to make teasing gestures at. I mean, come on, it's like you were made to be teased. Now, you know me, and you trust me, don't you? I want your best, and only the best. So you gotta trust me. I've got only your best interests in mind, and I won't stop until you're the best tool. You have the best tools to make this happen. I want to see you succeed, you know? It's not every day that you meet someone like you. I mean, it is, but it is, but it isn't. It's that you're extremely uncommon, but common at the same time. You're like a card that's worth slightly higher than the others in its rarity level. You understand, right? And I want you as part of my collection. Don't you feel honored? Don't you feel special? There's so many cards I could have collected instead, but I want you to be one of my 60 cards for my Yu-Gi-Oh deck. That makes you 1.6, well, repeating, so almost 1.7% importance to my deck. That's so impressive. And to think I'm not just putting you in one of those shiny sleeves and looking at you. No, I want to interact with you, and that stands for a lot more. If you think about it, I might even someday have use for you in a hand. Oh, but I don't want to simplify your usefulness, silly. No, I like you for your personality, like your smile, the way you look when you're being teased. That's a big one if you ask me. And of course, let's not forget your what was it again? Yeah. The expression you make when I tease you. No, I guess I have to give you credit where credit is due. You're an incredibly fun person to be around. You know, even if it's at your own expense, you don't mind, right? I mean, serving me, it's like a dream come true for most people. Having the sassy pretty boy of your dreams at your beck and call, almost. It's just you're at my beck and call instead. Ha! Who's counting the differences? It's all the same to me. Well, I would never serve you. It's just, you know, if I feel generous, I might give you something here and there. Maybe something to make you excited. Oh, come on. You don't think I'm incapable of taking care of my toys, do you? Oh, look at you blushing. It's practically gonna make me... Oh, I just can't get enough of it. You're quite the interesting little pawn, aren't you? I mean, a really good classmate who I love to spend my time with. Okay, let's cut the crap here. You know what you are to me, and you're still sticking around, so you must be a big masochist, or something along those lines. Now, as for the rest of it, I think you're just going to have to deal with me. Otherwise, well, what choice do you have? You're just gonna be at my beck and call like a pet. Isn't it great? I can tell you like it. You know, it's not every day that you get a chance, an opportunity to be close to someone as amazing as me, who's obviously gonna end up at the top of the world no matter what I do. You know, that kind of feeling. Maybe some of my awesomeness will rub off on you someday. You never know. You might get 1% of my power. Oh, sorry. That might be too much of a goal for you. Instead, why don't we aim for more, well, reasonable ones you can achieve, like being my personal seat, or cooking me a meal that is edible. I'm sure you could do things like that. Maybe calling and telling people how awesome I am. We could run a phone business where you promote me. And of course, that would mean you'd get the honor of serving me, all in one. Oh, silly me. I was talking about myself again. Why don't we talk about you? So, I've been wondering this for a while, but what is it that you do that it makes you so fun to tease? I don't know what it is. It's practically like you're asking for it. Is that the truth? Are you asking for it? Is that what gets you excited? I know it's exciting, teasing you just a bit. But I'm not always sadistic. I like to do nice things too. Like the date I'm going to be taking you on and you're going to be paying for. No, silly. You're just hearing things. Obviously, I respect you enough to, take you out on a date. We'll just let the details be the details, and I'll show you a good time on the town. And maybe, just maybe, if someone gives us trouble, I'll think about doing something nice and protecting you. You never know. I might. Or I might just make a deal. A deal that saves both of us and makes us more money. I'm pretty good at those. They don't call me Karma for nothing. And of course I wouldn't be Koro-sensei's #1 disciple if it wasn't that I wanted to kill him so badly. But that's not the only thing. No. I'm not just some kind of slapstick character here to make jokes with you. No, I'm here for much more. And since you insist on being near me, I can only assume that you're asking for it. You're asking for the great me. The great me's time, and that makes me kind of bored. And I wouldn't want to be bored and show you a less interesting me. So, take my hand. Aw, what a good little puppy. Now let's see if you can do any tricks. Oh, we'll save your training for later. Now, I'm no expert, but you seem a little more shy after the training word. Interesting. I'll keep that in mind. It's good to know what makes you tick. Now, for the rest of it, let's conduct an experiment. I'll ask you a question, and you'll answer it. And if I feel like it, you can ask a question too. As we walk, we'll be getting experience, knowing how subordinate and master, subordinate and superior, no, that doesn't work, right? Doesn't have the right ring to it. Subordinate and God, learn more about each other. Doesn't it sound wonderful? Come on, you look so interested, like you're dying to know. Go ahead. Why don't I ask the question then? Since you seem so eager. What is it that draws you towards me? What is it you like about me? A simple and concise answer. I'm not opposed to that. In fact, I think it suits you. You're quite the simple one after all. So, now I have to ask you. Why? Why do you like my nature? Doesn't it just cause you misfortune? Or is it that you see something in me? Are you... No. You wouldn't try and change a god, right? But then what is it? What could it be? I can barely tell. I guess it might just be my looks. Sorry for slaying your heart like that, darling. I guess a puppy like you doesn't have the maturity to handle someone so godlike like myself. But that's okay. You'll be a useful, glorious, and useful servant. Maybe. Maybe you can level up from slave to servant to maybe my companion. We'll see about it. Oh, look whose turn it is again. It's mine. Go figure. I thought you were gonna ask a question there. Oh, you wanted to? Sorry, it's about 10 years too early for that. Now, where was I? Oh, right. I was gonna ask you, what is it that you dream of accomplishing? Come on. Boring? You think my questions are boring? Well, I can be more interesting. I'm far more interesting. How could someone like you call me boring? Ha! You've got some nerve, but I guess I can let it slide. If it's really how you feel, well, that's a shame. Because I don't change for anyone, baby. No. But you might just be a little special. I don't make friends or companions very easy. Do you know why? I have impeccably high standards, and I'm afraid, darling, you're not that standard yet. Maybe I could help you get there. If I feel like it.
Hey, you little asshole. You know what you did last time to me?
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you over the sound of your stupidity. Last time? You couldn't be referring to the time when I completely won our bet. Of course, earning the rights to your father's estate. Oh, no hard feelings, though. You lost fair and square.
Bullshit. You know that wasn't fair. And I'm here to get even with you, you little swine.
Swine? Me? Oh, I think you've misunderstood. If I was an animal, I'd be something fierce like a lion. Because I have the confidence to toy with my prey.
You keep on laughing,
and your little friend here's gonna get it. You think I'm afraid for them? What is a master to a servant? And what is a servant to a master? I think you're misunderstanding the place. Oh, you. When will you thugs ever learn?
Stop acting tough. You keep doing this, and we're really gonna cut a hole in their throat.
Oh, I'm quaking in my boots. Whatever am I gonna do except beat the hell out of you? Ugh. 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 And that's how you take out the trash. Of course they underestimated me. I'm such a beautiful existence, they can't handle the idea that I'm both better looking than them and stronger. But what can I say? There's just people like that can't face the reality of the world. Come on now. I'm not being unfair. God was when he made me. Oh, let's not be silly here. I'm not here to lecture you on clergy, but oh, what was that, slave? I wasn't done lecturing these ingrates, so you interrupting me is kind of embarrassing. Do you see where that could be a problem? Did I put you in danger? No, of course not. At worst, you might have gotten a few scratches, but I'm faster than these hoodlums. Did your heart race when I saved you? Perhaps it made you more loyal to me. I wonder. Though at the same time, I'm more interested in food at this point. So why don't we continue? Oh, watch your step. Or don't like this. Do you like that? Do you like it? Why don't you say so, little hoodlum? Oh, how sweet. Every time I step on you, you make a new sound. It's getting my blood boiling. What do you think? Want to try? You can help me with it. Go ahead and step on that guy. Ooh, you're not bad yourself. Maybe someday I can show you my ways and teach you as my second in command. But for now, I think those days are far off. A servant you shall be. But look on the bright side, you get to be a servant to a beautiful master like me. And of course, that comes with its benefits. See? If I wasn't here, they might have taken you hostage and tried to hold you against me. And in which case, you would have been dragged in even further. Of course, the result would have been the same, but it would have wasted time, and time is of the essence. Time is money. And of course, we could use your time better, like using you for bait. You know, not actually letting them take a bite, but, dangling in front of their faces. You're good that way. I'm sure there's a lot of people who would want to use you against me now that they've seen you together with me. They're not going to forget it. Of course, if they come back again, they know I won't be so nice, so they probably won't anymore. That's how it usually goes. Me beating them or screwing them, messing them up and winning with purely fair odds not stacked against them in any way that's legal. What, don't trust me? You'll need to soon. Otherwise, how are we going to trust each other when we feed each other bites from our meals that you bought? Oh, by you buying, I mean, we'll cut it half and half. This time. Look, I'd normally say you pay the bill, but after I put you through that situation, maybe I feel just a bit bad about it. Of course, now you'll owe me, but you don't mind, do you? What's owing a god when being saved by one? Oh, it's my job to be perfect. Don't let it hurt you. I'll protect you and all that jazz if it serves me. After all, you're such a fun person to tease. I can't let anyone else have you. Isn't that right? You like it. I know you do. Now it's just a question. What's it gonna take to get you to be even more obedient? Well, actually, we can't let you be too obedient or else it won't be quite as fun to tease. Or maybe I'll just tease you even if you are obedient. Well, it goes hand in hand with the training later. Oh, by the way, don't worry about that. You won't have time to. We're already at the restaurant. And to think we only had a few steps in our way getting here. Of course, those thugs, I'm hoping they'll come again so I can extort them for all they're worth and give them a nice funeral. Oh, where was I? Right, let's go eat some food. Oh, did I say that? Oh, I meant pay for my half of the food. Well, no, let's make a game out of it. We'll see what kind of character the other person is. We'll each order whatever we want, and the other person has to pick up the tab. And of course, if anyone goes over their budget, well, it'd be such a shame if you couldn't pay it. So I just have to step in. Don't worry. Go ahead. Go wild. I'd love to see you do your best to try and compete with me. Oh, it's not really a competition, though. You're no match for me. What's more, I'm not here really to compete with you. If I wanted to do that, I'd do it in something more practical, where I could show you your place. Instead, I'd much rather, well, I guess have an ordinary day with you. Someone as easy to tease as you just deserves to have a moment to appreciate life. Plus, I do have to make it up to you. My honor is at stake here, and if I just let you go with letting those thugs threaten you, then how could I call myself the ultimate in everything? Being the ultimate also includes being the ultimate gentleman. So go ahead. I don't mind if you splurge a bit. It'd be a shame if my cute little toy didn't get what they wanted. You know, as much as I love to use and abuse you, there's a certain allure in seeing you smile, too. Maybe it's because I like the fact that I can make you feel all kinds of things. After all, I'm not a demon or anything all the time. I'm more like a wonderful everything. Everything all at once that I want to be. Oh, and I'll show you a good time. After all, I am going to be paying for what you eat. But if you eat too much, well, I might be just a tad bit inclined to tease you more. Wait, really? That's all you're eating? You can't be serious, can you? You're not seriously only getting one thing. I said you could order as much as you want. You're gonna make me feel bad. But I suppose I'll ante up and do just one. I feel like there's something romantic about it. Buying each other's meals. What's with that silly look you have? It almost looks like you think you're in control. Well, maybe you are just a bit more than you were. I've got an interest in you. An interest I didn't think I would. Touché. Even a TZ like you can be quite a fun person to have around. Well, you know what they say. Always keep your company interesting. Otherwise, life's such a drag. You don't make any profit, you don't get anything done, and you just waste time feeling sorry for yourself. Instead, I get to tease you when I have ired feelings. You know, something tells me I want to hear you squeak. Is that a weird request? Why don't you give me your best squeak? Not bad. I guess I'll have to give it to you. You've got some playfulness. You are quite the good toy. Even better as a servant. It makes me quite lucky. Though I'd be silly to call it luck, because you came to me of your own volition. You saw who was the best in class. Kuro-sensei knows it. But all of my classmates, they're still in their own little delusions. Minus you, of course. And I'll give you this. The more I see of you, the more it makes me want to train you. Oh, I have plans for you that you wouldn't even imagine. Of course, you're probably thinking with that blush on your face, something a little bit more explicit than I meant. No. I didn't mean anything like that. Or did I? I like to let you wonder. Get it stirring around in that head of yours that I'm cooking up some plan to break you down and build you up again. You might be right. Guess only time will tell. Now, for now, why don't we eat our meal elegantly? Oh, this filet mignon is delicious. And so is the lobster. Amazing. How about you? I see that modesty is still running through your veins, but I'll do you a favor this one time. I suppose I could be coerced to ignore this request just this once and pay for both of us because I'm feeling generous. When a god is feeling generous, it's important that he act on those instincts. And plus, it's not fun to tease you if you look that scared. After a while, it just gets a little bit old. Though I don't think I'll ever run out of fun to have when you look a little bit scared. You just look so damn fun when you look like prey. What can I say? You just look like a natural-born sheep. From your soft looks to your shy looks, you're just the perfect little sheep for me to hunt. Of course, I wouldn't go so far. You are my classmate after all, so you can't be too bad, or else I would look bad. But that's not the point now, is it? We're not talking about class, really. This is about life. And I want to take you to one more place. The place that inspired me all these years. Well, in part. I've been inspired ever since I entered, well, the first signs of being truly above the rest. It is such a lonely life, being perfect. People don't understand you. They think you're exaggerating until they see the results. I just am here to remind them, and here to remind you that I want you by my side. Look, I don't want to have to repeat myself now, but I'm telling you that you're gonna come with me. Sound good? Or of course you can decline. I wouldn't ever hold you against your will, but I might have to, well, tell everyone that you declined me and, well, get even with you a bit. It wouldn't be anything too bad. I'm sure I could think of a proper teaching method that would teach you a lesson. What's it gonna be? A mystery or a mystery? That's the real question. Now I wonder, what's gotten into you with a look like that? I can't even imagine what you're thinking. Is it a please hold me close, Karma Akabane? Or is it more of a why do I feel this way for someone who's a big bully? You know I'm not actually a bully, right? I'm just honest. Most people will tell you the fluffy little truths, and I'll tell you exactly how I see the world. Right or wrong, it's my perspective. Though it's almost always right. No questions about it. Wouldn't you say? Oh, I know you would agree with me. You didn't really have a choice, did you? Now, onward to more questions. Because I'm feeling generous with you, why don't you ask me a question? How I feel about you. Now you're asking a loaded question, aren't you? Though I guess I can be procured of an answer. Okay. You really want to know? Obviously, I feel you're an amazing servant and have some potential. Sometimes you have just a moment of, excuse me, of clarity and a moment when you actually seem like you're equal. But if I'm being honest, those are far and few between, so you might as well just stay by my side. What does it mean? Quite simple, really. It's that I want you next to me. How hard is it for you to understand that? Oh, are you playing coy? Do you want me to tie you up and drag you along like a dog? That can be arranged. Oh, I do so love doing things that embarrass you. Oh, I wasn't drooling, obviously. It was just excitement. Now, in terms of that, I guess I mean that you're special in a way. I've never really approached someone like this, so it's not my forte, but as I'm good at everything, I'm sure I'll be a natural. So, you dare to want to be more than a servant? We'll see if you've earned it. We'll see by the end of today. I may give you an answer, or I may not. Depends on how generous I'm feeling. If I want to give you charity or not. That's really the question. You're hanging on every word I say. Do you know why that is? It's because I'm like a bull forever chasing that red piece of equipment. I'll charge and I'll charge. The only difference is I don't really miss my mark. So the question is more, what makes you think you're worth that to me? Yes, I show you an exception here and there, but what makes you think it's anything different than teasing? Do you think I actually have feelings for you? Interesting. I didn't expect so much confidence from someone so inferior. Impressive. I'll give you that. But it doesn't change the fact that you're prying into this awfully deep. If I weren't smarter, I'd think that you were in love with me. All right. How about I cut you a deal? If you're in love with me, and you say it now within the next 10 seconds, I will give you an answer right then and there. That was quite quick of you. I'll give you points for quite the bold move. I'm actually surprised. I guess you can be a human being. Well, I guess I owe it to you then. Are you dying to hear my answer? I'm sure you are. You're practically shaking. You're shaking while blushing. I think I could get used to seeing this. Oh, the fun times we're gonna have together. I can't believe it. Well, drum roll, please. I guess I owe you the explanation about how I feel to you. My answer is yes. I'll date you. Why do you look so dumbfounded? Did you think I was gonna shoot you down? Really, what more could I ask for in a lover? Someone who I like to tease so much, and who I can tease to my heart's content. You just entered a deal with the devil. But honestly, it might be like entering a deal with an incubus. You get your wish and give me your soul. I don't think I'm so unlike it. In fact, I'd say I'm even more than one of those simple demons. I'd rather be a prince of hell if I have to be one at all. Wouldn't you say I'm rather princely? I think I am. Just give me a crown. By that point, I'll have already charmed you beyond belief. You'll not be able to look at others the same. Are you the one that's sure you want to be in a relationship with me? I can be quite demanding. But there's demands that are just meant to be filled. I feel like I'm royalty in modern age, but that's okay, because everyone knows it. Well, you certainly seem determined. I'll give you points for that. I guess now we're significant others. I didn't expect this one. Oh, what a shame. I can't call you my slave anymore, or else it becomes more charged. Well, not that you would mind. I don't mind either. So, maybe we will call you my slave. But I don't like the ring to it, so let's do something nicer. I'll call you my puppy. I like puppies, don't you? Oh, yes, I do. You're such a good puppy. Feeling berated yet? Regretting your choice? That complex expression on your face, it tells so many different stories that I can't wait to get to the bottom of. Though one of them is pretty simple. And it goes something like this. Certainly not. Me losing composure. You've certainly got a wild imagination. You one-upped me? There's no way. That's simply not possible. Just because I'm a little shook doesn't mean it's your victory. You're just my... You're the one getting teased and toyed with, not me. Now you should know your place, right? Blushing? Not me. Why would I be blushing? I've obviously been... toying with you, so you don't need to worry. You're always gonna be by my side, so now why don't we focus a little more on that cutie in front of me? What are you doing turning my words on me? You've got some nerve, don't you? Well, that's fine. Don't mind if I do. And what if someone sees? Why would I care? You're already sworn to me. What do I have to hide? In fact, yes, indeed. I picked you up because I felt like it. Got a problem with it? Too bad. You don't make the decisions right now. I've got my dignity to uphold, and you've kind of pissed me off. So now you're gonna get a good helping of my darker side. So, now we have to get to the bottom of it. What is it you like about me? Looking down at you like this, you look so cute. So deliciously shocked, I can almost taste your fear and love for me. It's so alluring, I barely know where to start or stop. So, what do you think of your prince, my little puppy? Do you have those puppy dog eyes? I can tell you have a bunch of thoughts, wonders, fears, all of them coming to fruition in that mind of yours, and it's just so exciting. I don't know where to start or stop. I just want to get all of you. I just want to tease you that much more until you break down into a little puddle of embarrassment. Oh, I love seeing you embarrassed. It's so exhilarating. You're amazing that way. Now, as the person getting teased, don't you enjoy it too? The attention of an infuriating but attractive gentleman like myself. Almost infatuated by you, your very existence. You like the attention, don't lie. I can tell from a mile away. You're easy to read. That's the fun of it. You're so easy. And that just makes me want to tease you more. I mean, you can't get enough of it, can you? Neither can I. I'm in love with you, and I'm in love with that face you make when you don't know whether to smile or frown. You're such an interesting specimen. I'm not really experimenting if it's willing, right? I'm just taking my time, devouring you from the outside in. A simple thing like eating corn on the cob, only this time I get to show you all kinds of little lovely moments. Moments particularly crafted to make sure that you're in awe. That you're absolutely shocked and thrilled and embarrassed as all heck. Now, where was I? Your prince is going to take you to his castle. No. I won't take no as an answer. You agreed. That's practically like a contract that I get to show you my castle. Maybe do a bit of exercise. Maybe we can find out something nice. Like what makes you tick. I can feel your heartbeat beating faster. Is it because I whisper sweet nothings in your ear? Or is it just because your mind is filled with naughty things for once? Well, let's hope not. I know you're a pure sheep, not a difficult one, right? Oh, I believe in you. Come now, I wouldn't be agreeing to date you if it wasn't for my unerring belief in you. Of course, that's only half of the story. I wouldn't want you to get cocky. Every now and then, I'll just remind you that I can control you if I really want to, because you're so into me. You don't need to be shy, just admit it. You are so into me, and that's fine. I love you too, my darling. You're such a good puppy. There, let me pet you. And maybe I'll even get to take care of you. I'll feed you and wash you up and show you what a good time can be. No. Don't worry about little things like that. The details aren't important. You're with your brand new boyfriend. Can you really complain? Come on now. You know I only have your best interest in mind. So, why don't we expand upon the teasing? And I take you wherever I please. Sound good? Oh, it's okay. We're going there anyways. You don't have to, but if you don't, well, then you might regret it. I mean, I wouldn't make you regret it, but would you really want less of me? You look like you want more of me, and that's how it should be. Come on, baby. Show me those cute little puppy dog eyes. I want to see you looking like you're about to cry. No, I'm not that sadistic, right? Maybe. Pardon me a moment, love. Chow, get off of the sofa. How many times do I have to tell you? That's for people, not pets. You think that crazy little ferret would learn. But no. Looks like it's the cage for you. Besides, we'll introduce each other later. Oh, I guess a brief introduction is in order. That's Chow. He's my baby. Of course, not as much as you, but... Oh, did you hear me, Chow? Don't make a fuss. He knows he's loved, doesn't he? But he's been a bad boy, so... we'll just leave him in his cage for now. He has plenty of food and water. Chow always likes to escape and go onto my favorite couch. Interestingly enough, it's my favorite for 2 reasons. 1, because it's fun to sit in it. It's comfortable. 2, because you're on it now. And of course, with me being over you, it's thrice as nice. You don't have to worry. I wouldn't devour you too much. Besides, I've more than made my claim on you. And I couldn't imagine you ever going behind my back or betraying me. It'd be your loss, not mine. I'm just too good. Nobody would want to cheat on me, right? And besides that, I've got a whole lot of love for you. And I think you seem to enjoy it. And I think I leave you wanting more, my little puppy. Is that how it feels? Feeling like you're the number one in my heart. I hope it feels amazing. It'd be such a shame if it didn't. There's so much. So much that you could do. That you couldn't before. All because of me. I am the best after all. You wouldn't need to worry if you weren't so damn cute. Well, for now, why don't we just leave it at that? I'll give you a nice little head pat here and there and introduce you to Chow Chow. It's quite a good match, I think. Though don't mind, Chow Chow can be a mischievous boy just like me. He likes teasing just as much as me, though he's usually on the receiving end because nobody teases me. Isn't that right, my little pets?